Hi, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Pedro Lerma. On April 5th, 2017, at 11 a.m., I attended an SBA sponsored workshop at their district office here in San Antonio. The presentation entitled the workshop was 8A Business Development Program. The presenter's name was Sean Smith, who is a business opportunity specialist with the SBA. The business development program helps small businesses secure government contracts. Mr. Smith started off his presentation by giving us a few attractive reasons to try and seek government contracts. In 2015, the U.S. government spent over $550 billion in federal contracts, and government wants to give those contracts to 23% to small businesses. He then went to tell us a little bit of a criteria that need to be met to qualify for the program. Applicants need to be socially and economically disadvantaged. Socially disadvantaged is defined as persons who have been subject to racial or ethnic prejudice or cultural bias because of their identities as members of groups without regard to individual qualities. Individuals are presumed socially disadvantaged if they are Black American, Hispanic American, Native American, Pacific American, or subcontinent Asian Americans. You can also be deemed socially disadvantaged because of race, ethnic origin, gender, physical handicap, long-term environment isolation, and other similar cases that brought a disadvantage or discrimination to you and your business. It's worded so that if you think about it long enough, anyone should be able to come up with something why they would be socially disadvantaged. Economically disadvantaged individuals are persons whose ability to compete in the free enterprise system has been impaired due to diminished capital and credit opportunities as compared to others in the same line of business. The SBA looks at three things: personal net worth, adjusted gross personal income average, and fair market of assets. Personal net worth are all personal assets not tied to the business, minus a primary residence, equity in business, IRAs, income that is from an S corp, LLC, or partnership. Personal net worth must not exceed $250,000 for initial eligibility or $750,000 for continued eligibility. Personal income must not exceed $250,000 for initial eligibility or $350,000 for continued eligibility. Fair market of value: all assets must not exceed $4 million for initial eligibility and $6 million for continued eligibility. Applicants also need to own at least 51% of the business, be the highest compensated individual, can hire and fire, set policies, can commit firms to contracts, can control budget and financial disbursement, hold this position of president, CEO, managing partner, or LLC managing member. Firms must be small in size, determined by average 3 years of revenues and number of employees. You also need to prove at least 2 years of operation, an ability to carry out a business plan, and have management and expertise to run day-to-day operations. I know all this seems like a lot to go through. Why would anyone want to go through the trouble of proving all this criterion? As stated earlier, the U.S. government is the biggest buyer in the world. The 8A program has sole source contract opportunities up to $6.5 million for manufacturing projects and up to $4 million for all the other industries. The program also has competitive contract opportunities with those same numbers. The SBA can send search and requirement letters to federal buying agencies on behalf of the 8A firms. Business development training programs on developing proposals, negotiations, marketing, leadership, costs, pricing are also available for 8A firms. Guidance by your assigned business opportunity specialist. You would also have access to federal surplus property from anything you may need for your businesses. Mr. Smith did a great job with the presentation. It was a lot of info to digest, but he gave it in a clear and concise manner. I'm going to go through the process of applying for an 8A program myself. I looked at the Federal Business Opportunities page at fbo.gov and saw a lot of opportunities for food service. I'd like to be able to bid on these opportunities and add another revenue stream to my current ones. Just being in the program has many benefits even if you don't secure many contracts. I'm sure I could use the Federal Surplus store to obtain a lot of the commercial kitchen equipment I need for my business at a big discount. Thank you. Y'all have a good day.